What's going on, everybody? It is the third last trading day of the month. Yes, it is. Looks like we are recovering quite a bit here in the market. Just had two kind of consolidation green days, low or high here. Definitely looking like the SPY might want to start moving a little higher, maybe ultimately 274 to 75-ish would be the goal in the coming days. Most likely, certainly not today. I'd be very surprised to see an 6-point day on the SPY. But I got a decent number on the gap scan list here. Check if anything else has popped up, and it looks like it has. Already got a decent number of them, but two more just popped up here, JD and NTNX. Clearly didn't get a chance to chart them, so we'll have to pay attention to them later, but got plenty of good gap and go setups here. Kind of same situation. I'm not going to trade as small as I did yesterday, but probably a little bit bigger. 17. CAD's looking really good. Had a big offering yesterday, and we just had this huge recovery, plus a circuit breaker. So this thing's got a lot of momentum behind it. See if we can keep pushing. CRM also looking pretty good here. AMD, big red candle to start. Come on, dude. So high 26 now. It's just gonna keep pushing. Needed it to close. Obviously, aren't getting that. Yeah, there it is. It's gonna close the pre-market. I feel like I'm just chasing it now, so nothing there. Wow. Not looking like anything else either. We'll have to see what a CAD does later. TIFF. That's a circuit breaker, so that's 30-cent spread. I don't know. There could be something here. And 17. So we got a while. That looks like a pre-market. It couldn't break here. Lows over there. We are pretty close to this. 2092, 64, 277. So this might not be. It's just right underneath it. I don't know. I think something could happen here. The CAD is moving higher, AMD's dropping, NVIDIA's dropping, SPY's moving down a little bit. You know, if anything, we're looking pretty good for an opening range play here on TIFF. We're getting into the 4th minute here. I really need to update my clock. AMD's selling off super hard here. Yeah, TIFF is we're setting up here for an opening range up here. Ain't too much. I think over down here would be a little more of a worry. definitely going to have to give myself a little bit of space here. Let's see, we are not breaking below 95. That's a pretty good sign. I hate to make that my risk though, because I feel like that's just really early. It's gonna go already. Need to wait. Man, everything's just moving just a little too fast. Nothing's setting up exactly how I want to see it. Again, if I'm buying at the top, I just feel like I'm chasing it. Nothing quite consolidated. It's not true. What's Sky doing? Yeah, the volume's terrible. Could really get a huge move out of it, but there ain't nothing there. CRM is interesting for a short. I have not shorted to the downside though. Could definitely be an opening range breakdown here. See what happens at 137. SPY's moving up. It doesn't look like it likes it at all. I'm gonna go for 100 short here. Min. Let's see it get to 135. See if it wants to keep moving down here. Still holding. Need to start worrying up at 137 though. Yeah, it's not looking super special here. SPY's really strong. SPY's really strong right now. We don't quite seem to be wanting to move higher though here, so I think I still need to hold on to this one. Because the SPY was moving up. We haven't yet. That 50 was holding last, so I want to see that keep holding too. Okay, gotta move here. I don't like it. SPY's still ripping up here, and we just had another attempt to move down. I'm just no way. Figured I'd cut my losses a little earlier, but let's see. Wait and see what happens here. Yeah, everything else is just kind of jumping off right now. Jeez, man. Now is when I should start being a little cautious about getting out of this thing. we're not really breaking down and away from the low here, so it's taking a while. I mean, it looks like a pretty good short. I mean, just right from the get-go, I was immediately not as confident in it. I guess it just took a while. I mean, the SPY is screaming up right now. We're just shot straight up. I don't know. Guess I should have been a little more patient. TIF is interesting. So clearly 95 is a big level. I guess this is 95. See if there's a big buyer here again. It's not looking as bullish this time around though. And the SPY is just as fast as it went up, moving even faster down. Well, I didn't see anything. Really low volume here. Made a lower high. It might want to crack underneath this time. Wow. It got down to 06. Yeah, I was gonna say I never saw it at the whole number. Alright, well, not seeing anything right now, so I'll turn it back if I do. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna be done. I was looking at the SPY for a possible long somewhere down here. Kind of towards the after hours low, or kind of some consolidation in the after hours yesterday and a little bit of the pre-market lows, but I don't know. I'm looking at it. I mean, the SPY's been trending down for the entire morning. We just now made a possible lower high here. Looks like we might test it again here. But just looking at the 5 minute, you know, we got the moving averages coming over the top of it. It just doesn't look as good as I once thought it did. Maybe on the 15 minute. I mean, it could very well, you know, end up making a decent move higher, but I think my risk would have been potentially yesterday's close, maybe a little lower to just give it enough room. But I mean, it's almost like a 1-to-1 trade. I mean, if this thing originally came down and tapped yesterday's close and then made a new lower high here, kind of sets up a little bit better risk reward. But right now it's just kind of stuck in the middle of everything, so I'm just not going to worry about it. So only trade that I took today was on CRM. I definitely hit out way too early on it. Originally a big gap up here. I think I wrote down it beat its earnings, but sold out super hard right at the open. Set it for a decent opening range break. I wanted to enter in below the wick here. I noticed it during this candle it was making here. We got a break lower, but bought back up pretty hard here. Ended up moving up to the 80s. I think this was before I got into the trade. Either way, the SPY was ripping up at this time. I mean, the SPY was shooting straight up, and we weren't really making a move. So I told myself, you know, it gets to the 50, I need to start being a little cautious about it. I ended up just getting out a little premature at the 17. And I mean, you know, same situation as yesterday. As soon as I got out, boom, just made that move, and that was the end of it. I mean, it's an opening range play, so I expect to see a move fairly quickly. But I also know that, you know, in some cases you're just gonna have to deal with holding through a pullback, and I mean, I was not on it. So I just kind of took a small loss on it. Really should have been a pretty decent win here. I think I took 100 shares. I wanted to take it off at 135. I mean, it probably should have been a $100 winner. I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I'm trading smaller size and kind of getting back into the flow of things. I was looking at Tiffany a lot today for a bunch of trades. Looks like right now it's come back to view at, but I couldn't really pull the trigger on any of them. I more just watched it and saw what would happen. Here I was looking for the original short. I mean, I had a big strong move at the open, came back to VWAP. Once the 9 caught up with it here, it started acting as resistance. You know, I was watching the tape here. It was kind of slow, so I figured I could just pop in a short, take it back to VWAP, and then see what it wants to do with this 95. You know, it came back, consolidated a little more. Again, it got slow up here. Just places to add, and then especially right here, I was looking for another spot to add because we just broke through. We had this engulfing candle, and I figured that if we can't hold this move and it doesn't want to move higher with these moving averages coming down on it, again, could be another good short, and ended up being pretty good here. Broke underneath, and then over here was another interesting situation because looking at the volume, you can see the volume starts increasing, but we're not making any lows. We're not making any new significant highs here. It's kind of getting closer and closer, and then we just see this big short squeeze as it pops right through the up. So there might have been a decent long somewhere in there. But I mean, you see, for the most part, you know, these moves happen within the first 2 minutes, and then as these moves don't happen, you know, you expect it to go short, and if it doesn't, then I mean, there's a lot of shorts in here that got trapped. That's just exactly what happened. So my issue for today and yesterday was patience, and I don't know. I thought, well, this Sunday, I got 2 cats, and one of our cats ran away on Sunday night. You know, for the past pretty much every single hour, I'm at least thinking about it about once. I mean, I was asking myself, you know, is it going to affect my trading? How will it affect my trading? I mean, it seems to be affecting it in some way. I'm just a little impatient. I'm really antsy about getting profits immediately. I mean, obviously, it's never the way that I've traded, well, hoped to have not traded before. I mean, obviously, I shouldn't be trading like it now. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just something that I gotta be conscious of, you know, write it down somewhere, make sure I'm being patient in my trades, not forcing anything, not taking anything off too early. Really just need to keep staying on it. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, just gotta do what I gotta do, gotta get back into the flow of things. You know, it might be a little slower now, but, you know, after this week I feel like I'll be, you know, ready to go again, back to normal, hopefully. And then we'll just go from there. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and I will be trading tomorrow.